Hello. So this is video number 3, I believe. Yes, video number 3 of my beginner series. Yeah, I'm wearing the same outfit. Yes, I didn't want to film like 3 different days for just eyebrows and stuff like that. So today's video actually is going to be how to blend eyeshadow like a pro. You know, just the eyeshadow basics 101, the simple steps. I use 3 colors to achieve this entire look, so it's nothing hard. I just touched on ways to hold brushes, the different brushes you should use for certain areas and stuff like that. It's just an eyeshadow video, little tips and tricks you guys can use to add on to kind of help yourself, guide you how to actually do eyeshadow really well. So I did something super simple and it turned out so nice, and I think anyone can honestly get this if you just practice it really right. So hopefully you guys learned something, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and make sure you thumbs it up, make sure you share it, show everyone. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and of course I'll catch you guys next time. First things first, I already went in and basically I concealed my eyelids just to cancel out all discoloration so the eyeshadow will pop more. I like to do that because it kind of works as a primer as well. And my eyelids are dark and I want colors to show, because you know not everything is as pigmented for us because we're darker, so I like to always put concealer just to make it, you know, so it glides more and all that awesome stuff. So I just kind of set my eyelids with some powder just to make it, just so it's gonna be ready for when I put the eyeshadows on. First things first is your transition color. People tend to not put in the transition color sometimes just because, I don't know, I think it's a step that people just assume everybody knows, but they don't really know. Transition shade usually is a color that's there just to warm up your crease, that's going to help all the other eyeshadows kind of work together and blend better. So I always use like a warmish brick brownish red color. We're gonna do a really easy eye look today, super neutral. I can't stop saying natural. So I'm just gonna use this shade today. It's this really nice warmish brown shade. Alright, so, and I always tap off the excess just because I don't want to put too much product, because that's a no-no. I always just kind of start on the outer corner and then move my way in. So I always just kind of start here and then I move my way in. So this basically what it does is they'll warm up my crease. So when I put on all the other shades, it's gonna look a lot nicer. So I always use a fluffy brush. It's kind of fluffy, you guys see that? It's very fluffy, so it's gonna glide through my eyelid without pushing or any tugging or anything like that. And when I hold my brush, I always hold it with my fingertips so I can flick my wrist. Look at it, flick at our wrist. Look at it. You catch what I'm saying? So you never want to hold it tensely and then rub. You always want to hold it lightly, and you gotta just want to windshield wiper motion. So just gently kind of get in there like so. I be feeling so cute because my pinky be out, and I'm just like, it's so super. You'll feel cute when you do it. That means your hand is doing it right. So you kind of just slow, not too much pressure, but just, you know, gently just kind of get in there like so. I just kind of go in a circle, make sure the whole eyelid is being, there you go. And your crease is when you open your eye and you see that bone right here, right in there. That's exactly where your crease is, right above your lid. So kind of just do that. This is going to help balance everything out. So I'll do that to the next eye. Always make sure you're blending it really well, just because you don't want it to look like it's not fully all together. So next, I always do a dark brown right in the outer crease, and I always use a tapered brush. So see, this one's kind of tapered, it's kind of long and kind of like pointed, so it's more precise. So the darker the color, the smaller the brush. I'm gonna take a tapered brush and I'm gonna take a dark brown color, which is this one right here. Always tap off excess because you don't want too much, or it's gonna ruin the entire eye look. And I just use just the tip of it. So now I'm going to start here in my outer corner and create a V. So I'm just going to go in there really lightly and then down here in a V shape. Don't go too far in, just stay right on the outside and just smoke it out, and then just kind of bring it in like a V. Yeah, okay. like so. And yeah, so I'll do the same thing on the other eye. And then of course always go in, blend it out. You guys gotta switch back and forth to make sure everything is blended to perfection. So, you can add black, but you don't have to. You can always stop here and just start with the next step. But I want to add a little bit of black. But most people, this is usually enough, especially if you're not going super smoked out. I always like to add black just to give it that extra bang. So what I do is I remember, like I said, the smaller the brush, the darker the color, the smaller the brush. So I'm going to take this black shadow. I'm just going to take this small, tiny brush, dip it in there, a little small. And I'm just going to create a small V on the outer corner. Super small. Like so. Kind of even bring it in a little bit. Just like that. Same thing the other side. Just like that, and then take the same tapered blending brush and just kind of blend. Lightly just blend. Only in the outer corner. Don't go further than right here. I usually go in circles just to super blend it out. Now is the energy. That is finished. You guys see how it just kind of looks gradient, like everything kind of goes together. So after that, I always just take a nice shimmery tone. I don't know what shade I'm gonna use today. I'll just use something in here just to be cute with it, be consistent. I don't know. So I'm gonna use. I always take a flat top brush because you never want anything too fluffy because then it'll get everywhere, and you don't want to get any glitter, any shimmery. You never want to get any shimmery shadow in your crease, or it's gonna make it look not blended and not soft. Shimmery colors only go on the lid, they never go in the crease. Shade right here, I'm gonna just tap into it, and this is gonna be creamy, so it's not gonna be as messy as the regular one. So basically, you just pat it on. Never wipe, just tap on. I always open my eye because then I know where my crease ends, so I don't put too much or too little. Alright, just like so. The same brushes that I took before with a little bit of the red color, and just kind of blend on the outside just to make sure everything blends properly. Just because we don't want any harsh lines or anything like that. Okay, and then you're going to take the tapered brush again with a dark brown color and then just go on the outside. Bang! Just like that. So now I'm going to do my eyeliner and my eyelashes, and I'll be right back. So now I'm just going to do my lower lash line. So like I always say, whatever you do at the top, you do at the bottom. So we're going to, so for my lower lash line, I always like to keep it really, really, really clean. Yeah, so we're going to start with eyeliner. So I'm just going to take a gel liner and put it in my waterline. And I don't put it below the water, like I don't smudge it down there. I literally put it in the, like, you pull down that pink area. It just gives your eyes some dimension. The eyeliner, I always like to do eyeliner just so it kind of gives the bottom lash line a little bit of dimension. So the next steps as well, you can skip these, just put mascara on the lower lash and be on with your day. But I always like to incorporate whatever's at the top always at the bottom, just because it makes it look like, wow, you went all out when you really didn't. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take the same shades we use at the top and the bottom. So just, and I always use a smaller brush that's more dense because I don't want it to be too fluffy so it'll get everywhere. It's more dense, so it's really, really stiff and it's closer together. So I'm going to take the red shade, that reddish brown shade. Alright, so I'm just going to work that on my lower lash line. Just like so. After that one, I take that same tapered tiny brush like this, and I'm going to use the dark brown that was in the palette. Yeah, just there. Tap off all the excess. You never want to put too much. And just kind of work it. Just like so. And I'm going to add a little bit of black just to kind of put it all together. Using the same brush, take a little bit of black and then just kind of push it on there real lightly, not too much. There you go, just like that. Now all you have to do is apply mascara to your lower lash line. This is the eye look, just something super, just basically this is what I do with all my eyeshadow looks. I kind of just do a transition. I always pick a different transition depending on what shade I'll be using, but most of the time I do use the warm brown shades. But yeah, so this is what I do all the time, and you guys can pick any of the shade. You always just want to pick a warm brown, something dark, and then something a little darker, which is usually black. And you can always change up your lid color. This literally will, this look right here can go with any lid color you wanted, like even glitter. Love glitter. But yeah, this is basically how I do it all the time.